Let me play my cool intro. Y'all ain't ready for this. The disrespect is real.
I don't give a fuck. I'll do it again. I'm not above it. I am that snake bitch.
No, it's okay. You guys are all welcome to trash Queen in the chat. We'll hold a whole panel on Queen.
I am honest to a point, but a lot of the things I talk about aren't true.
Wait, somebody not telling the truth on YouTube? Are you fucking serious? Oh my god. Oh my god.
Got a monster inside of me. You better watch out if you ignite me. The road ahead of full prophecy to be the greatest beast the world has ever seen. I feed him every day like the bones clean. I feed him all the hate and he grows me. And he gets claws real big, pissed off quick. And if you cross him, you might drop dead. Metaphorically, of course, settling the sword. Never getting bored, loves the blood and gore. Always wanting more freedom from the source. They don't really understand until they feel the point departed. If you start shit, you'll be heartless in the darkness. Torn apart quick, you left scars ripped. You'll be chewed up and discarded.
Me and my friends, we're gonna find you and we're gonna rip you apart like a waste runner.
Snakes don't get a fucking safe space. If she wants to keep it going, then we'll keep going. If she wants to stop the bullshit, then we'll stop the bullshit. But I'm not gonna fucking sit here and let anybody lie on my motherfucking name.
Bring your app. The fucking link is in the chat. That should be.
Oh, loose booty, wet panty looking ass boy. Replay that, Queen. Her name is Queen. It ain't really so much Queen. Queen B. Queen B. Queen B. Okay, there. Queen B. Queen B's money. Queen B ain't got no money. Queen B.
She always fucks some shit up. I don't know why PJ doesn't get his ass on a motherfucking leash and get his ass under control. Fuck.
Better than never. I can feel my heart rate, adrenaline pressure. It's stormy weather, lightning, thunder, pouring weather. Yo, I'm a go-getter, try to do it like me, but I do it better. I got a mind that's clever, the beast inside is competitive as ever. I'm conscious, my subconscious, an accomplice to me. I promise the darkness, I can honest believe. But don't cross me, I might lose control of the lost beast. He's locked away inside with the key control by fight or flight.
And I haven't brought it public, you know why? Because someone that I was fucking close to is in the middle of a goddamn lawsuit. How do I get my hands on your soap? Because I need something to clean these titty broads. My job is just not doing it.
Bring your asses. As simple as that. Come on. I mean, bring it. Bring your asses. Hey, don't get Queen B and her 550, 600 service. Bring their asses out.
You might have started it, but I'm gonna finish it.
Absolutely. Or go to somebody else's panel. Let me just say Queen B's panel. I'm telling you, we all need to go up on Queen B's panel because that seems where everybody's going. I guess Queen B is like the god of YouTube.
Queen B Escobar, bro.
She's in China just making drugs.
You know, I run the cartel on the YouTubes. I run the cartel here. You know what I mean? Like, because that's what boss bitches do.
Exactly.
Beefing with the Queen B because I heard the stinger sucks.
This lady, Queen B, with the lip ring, is innocent. You two weirdos are being weird. No, I know who this is. You're the lady that was on Molly Go Lightly.
No. You have no doubt QB could hold her own with any female on YouTube. Let me tell you something we all learned a long time ago.
I would fuck her up and drag her from here to China. Let's meet one-on-one.
Writing checks their mouth can't cash. Bitch, I didn't write a check my mouth can't cash. I cash all them motherfucking checks.
And I cannot for the life of me understand why people put her on a pedestal. And these allegedly smart people put her on this pedestal like she's something important.
We got to tell you about yourself. It's the fucking old lying ass over there. Is her fucking name obnoxiously relevant?
Because I know, she changed it.
She meant to say obnoxious and irrelevant. That's what she meant to say.
And coincidentally, it sounds exactly like Queen Bee's voice because, as I've always thought, Queen Bee is using some sort of slight distortion on her voice when she broadcasts.
Exposed!
Queen Bee exposed! Oh my god, bitch. Did they get that Dugan?
Said they get that Dugan. That shit Chronicles of the Shady. You better fucking shut your mouth with that. Bro, stop.
Wow. What in the hell? Someone told Queen Bee that you said it was her hacking your email. What the hell is wrong with people?
Take your ass to bed. It's fucking past your bedtime. Go on now.
Right? Why you gotta be crying?
I'm fucking killing the vibe, bitch. Take your ass to bed. Boston, no, I'm not capping at all. I'm telling the whole truth.
Good, right? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna skedaddle. You know me, skedaddling away. See you guys.
Alright.
Pumpkin. I love you too. Alright. I despise you, Boston. Whatever.
Good morning, beautiful.
Happy day.
Happy day, baby. We got triggered today. I trigger these motherfuckers every day.
Baby Jesus showed us that, you guys. I swear to God.
I know that's right, because you just put right on that shit.
Yes, I did. Baby Jesus was like, look here.
Yeah, fuck the pause. Pause for the cause. Fuck that pause.
I'm just trying to be a better person. I know it.
Let's see here. God damn it, Duke. You hear him?
Yes, your dog is.
Damn it, Duke.
Girl, this tea is piping.
It's living. Motherfucker's hot.
That just burnt the roof of my mouth.
Where's Candy Sue? Where's she at? You heard that like I heard that one. Fire in the hole. Smoke him if you got him.
You're like the type of person that would probably be in the back of the class.
Fuck you, me too.
Ellie's a thug.
Right.
You don't
We're all thugs around here. Shambles. Thank you for supporting the hot biddies. Y'all wasn't ready for that, was you?
Wait, I wasn't, bitch. I was not. I wasn't even close to ready for that shit. Alright, I love you, baby girl. I'm gonna jump off.
I love you too, baby doll. Yo, what's happening? What's happening? So, I'm a little bit, we've already had one live stream today that was like 3.5, 4 hours. So I'm a little, not so peppy, a little worn out, I guess you could say. But anyhow, I told you guys I would be back on here, and I know Amy was excited for us to be going over this. So we're going to go over a couple of these. I probably will keep it short because Burnt Toast will be on tonight at 7:30, which is 2.5 hours away from 2.5 hours my time. So we'll probably, I'll probably be on here for an hour or two and then jump off so people can get ready for Burnt Toast. But I did want to go over this. And I do think we need to go over this. So let's keep the dumb fuckery to a minimum today. Okay, y'all? We should have had that on there earlier, though, right? Okay, let's see here. Let me get this link popped. Let's see. Here we go. So there's the link. Let me get that pinned. All right. So this is okay. Betty's been live like 3 or 4 times today already. So this is one she just did. And it's fucking ridiculous. But yeah, we're going to watch. It's like 30 minutes or something. So we're going to watch it in 1.5 speed. But yeah, get ready for the ridiculous shit show here.
Guys, bullhorn.
Oh, and she pulls a JLR with her. Hey, everybody, with her waving hands.
Daddy is up in the house. And as you know, I don't have those silver bracelets.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
you know? So what you guys have been hearing, hey guys, it's nice to see you. So I thought I'd come here because I haven't been on TikTok in quite some time and wanted to explain some interesting revelations. So we've been discussing Sebastian Rogers. He's a 15-year-old boy that disappeared from his home in Hendersonville, Tennessee, and has not been seen or heard from since. And I have been methodically going through this case over and over again. And every time we learn new information, I go back to the beginning and build the case even further. Hey guys, I see you coming in. And so we started advertising about our gathering of voices at Sumner County Sheriff, where we're going to be, coming in a place of love. We're going to have cake and drinks. And this is all going to happen on the 6-month milestone of Sebastian Rogers' disappearance. And lo and behold, all of a sudden I ended up, because I had scheduled to go out of town. Hey guys, thank you for the love and the support. And so I decided to go, and I had been planning for quite some time since the last time I was in Tennessee to go back toward that area to do more research, ground research, boots on the ground research. And after I left, apparently there was some type of covert concert of action between people on YouTube as well as the Proudfoots and the Bowersocks, where they thought it was going to be very wise to put out.
Of course, she's got some big conspiracy theory in her fucking head that everybody made them do this. No, nobody had to. Nobody had to. She's talking like 60 miles an hour. Yeah, I got her sped up though. 1.5 speed. Here's her normal speed.
A protective order on me and lie to a court and say that I've been stalking them, which
you don't know what they said because you haven't got your orders yet, allegedly, right? So you have no idea what the fuck was said. Shut your ass up with that.
Many of you know, outside of the one trip to Hendersonville, Tennessee, I've never been back there. It was there for research. I was there for filming purposes. We were getting the angle of the camera that was on the house. I stayed on public property. I did not disturb the neighbors. I went out of my way to make sure that Katie and Chris were not disturbed, that the Bowersocks were not disturbed, that I could just be there and do my business. I made sure that it was live for all of you guys to see, to make sure that we did not do anything wrong, which we did. But it wasn't until I started advertising this gathering of voices at the Sumner County Sheriff, and they were harassing me. And not only that, stalking me. Like Terry followed me for over a half an hour.
If Terry followed her for over a half an hour, then why the fuck did she sit outside the store? First of all, it took almost an hour when she was pulled over. And then she sat there and waited for an additional, 10 or 15 minutes. I think there was another creator that did a video and pointed out, because actually I wouldn't have even noticed it had they not pointed it out. How long she fucking sat there. And then she put her papers up in the window when he was driving by. So come on now, covert. Well, you gonna start using all your big words, bowed? Oh, you behoove us? Do you behoove us, Betster?
And then once Ann called, there was people from YouTube that called the cops saying I was swerving all over the road, which again, I was not. And like I told the sheriff, you can go back and look at my footage. I don't take these lives down. Once they're live on YouTube, they stay up. I don't remove them. I don't.
The lies you fucking tell, Bet. The lies you tell. Bullshit. You bull fucking shit. You've deleted I don't know how many fucking streams. That's a bunch of bullshit, but you're not supposed to. Per the law, per the lawsuit, you're not supposed to be doing that. You're supposed to be preserving evidence. Okay?
Edit them. I don't I don't play any of that. Not that I don't play. It's just that I don't have time for all of that, right? I'm a very busy woman. And so they decided to, with these criminals that they use for protection on YouTube, which I'm going to call them criminals because they're mostly felons, that they've ran to, and I'm talking about the Proudfoots and the Bowersocks that I've ran to for help and protection on these streets because nobody believes their BS story. And so it was a concerted action, and they conspired.
Why do you think they have to run to anybody? What the fuck? I don't understand that.
With others to put this protective order, lie under oath. Now you've got parents that are trying to get the whole world to believe them and believe their story, and then they go out of their way to lie under oath. So if they're going to lie under oath about this, what else are they going to lie under? But their mistake is that they filed.
Betty, where's the lie? Where is the lie?
Filed this stuff too late, and I was already out of the state of Florida by the time I learned about what could be, what could not be. Well, I have not been served, and I don't know who the allegations are from or what the information is because I was not properly served. I wasn't served at all. I guess there was an attempt of service, but I wasn't there to receive it. So it kind of blew this whole thing up, and now I know about it, but I don't know what it is. I don't know who it is because on my end of their computer system, it only shows my name and not the victim's name. So all we can rely on is what's in the news, what's on social media, but that's not good enough for the courts. So I haven't been properly served, and I don't plan on attending on the 8th if there is a court date on the 8th until I'm properly served. at the end of the day, this was all an effort to shut me up, to intimidate me, to back off this case, which clearly I'm not going to do. This was dirty and underhanded, and it's just like the Proudfoots and the Bower Sox to do. And they now have showed the entire world what they are willing to do.
What's up? I didn't hear anything.
What's up, B-Thug? Can't hear you.
Oh, can you hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yep.
Oh, okay, cool. Sorry about that. I don't know what's going on. Sometimes it comes in, sometimes it comes out. Well, anywho, I just want to jump in. I'll keep quiet. You can keep on hitting the play button. Sorry. It's quiet. Hey, what's up, guys? By the way, how you doing? Just came back.
Sorry, I had to get system lemonade. Hold on. Here we go.
Oh, okay, cool.
They can't look for their son. They can't go out there and do anything related to him, but they sure can track me down, but they can't track him down. They've never even left their house to go search for this boy, but they have left their house to search for me. So it is clear on its face that these people have no problem lying to law enforcement, lying to courts, lying under oath.
Man, she's got them pegged down, don't she? Lying under oath, lying in this, lying in that. The only liar I see is you, Bets.
Well, I mean, how do you know?
I mean, it's all on fucking video. You running up on him with his son's face on your shirt.
Yeah, but how does she know that she's lying? That there's lies going on if she didn't read the reports, the affidavit, and she knows nothing. So how is it a lie?
That's the thing. She's been on cloud nine since she was on the news. Since she called and got a hold of them, she has been on cloud nine because she's gaining subscribers and people think she's just doing such a good job and
great,
fucking ridiculous.
Yeah, but the problem is that this is not going to be good for her. You know, reality's going to set in soon enough.
Well, it's only like 5 people that think she's doing a good job. The other 500 tell her she's reckless and being stupid. You know what I mean? That she shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah. What an idiot. What an idiot. I don't know. Bastion Rogers, Katie commits misdemeanor to get PO. Yeah, how do you know they committed a misdemeanor, dumbass? That's called defamation, dumbass, because you're making a statement of fact. But you would know that because you're a legal authority and you're a genius when it comes to the law and defamation. It's like defamation Betty, defaming everyone. I swear. Anybody rational can tell she is a nuts. Yeah, she's a nutball, in my opinion. She's got more nuts in the fucking peanut butter bar or whatever the fuck it is. I mean, you basically on the news saying, I'm harassing the family. I'm going to get TPOs on me. And then she's like, they're lying about this. They're lying about this. I know I'm being served. I know I got to be in the 8th, but I'm not going to show up because I haven't officially been served. So I'm hoping that by me not showing up, it doesn't actually go through. Okay, Betty. I'm sure the judge is going to love it. I'm sure the judge is going to love you fucking just dipping and dodging, shitting in his state, and then running off. I'm sure that will be great. She keeps
All right,
saying,
here we go.
This is huge when we're trying to decide whether they're truthful or not, which I have maintained on here. I don't believe that they are. I have never told my audience to go out and look for them or anything like that. You guys have been with me for a really long time and not one time, right? So
maybe not your audience, but what about Sonya? Because Sonya's been doing your dirty work and she's been doing that, right? Sonya, she even admitted to going to ask where they allegedly put flyers up and ask if they were at certain spots at certain times, allegedly.
Well, this is what they're going to have to do, is because they got this protective order based upon lies, and it's only temporary because they did not have to present anything to the judge. And since I was not served, and it expires at 15 days after it is signed off on, she has to go to court and proffer the information against me in order to get it extended, even if I'm not there. So she's got herself in a little bit of a pickle. And not only that, now that we know that she's willing to lie under oath, she's got the damage from the public and in the public eye about this lying under oath. So the parents, these people right here, Katie and Chris Proudfoot, not only can't go search for their son, but they can make it all about me instead of their son. We have been working around the clock to make sure our focus is on Sebastian Rogers and Sebastian Rogers alone. And they have decided to make it about me because they have criminals in their ear telling them to do criminal activity and convincing them that it's a smart thing to do, not realizing these people have a hell of a lot more assets than these criminals do. And what they just did was damage my reputation and damage me as well. So this is not going to be going away for them. The great news is I have this thing called statutes of limitations. So
what the hell?
So she plans on suing under what? Your reputation is dog shit, Betty. They didn't defame you. They got a TPO stating, hey, this lady's harassing us. And if they go to the courts and the courts say, yes, we agree that this is harassment, then that's not defamation, dumbass. Okay, so, and it's going to look great that you attempted to sue another family like you did before. While you're middle of a two lawsuits, actually three, if we count the copyright one. So three, and then you're planning on suing these people. Okay. Brilliant mind. I mean, this is why I say, like, sometimes there should be definitely limits on pro se shit, because you get these whack jobs that just think like, I'm just gonna file a lawsuit and sue them. Well, Betty, you're not gonna win. All you're going to do is just waste fucking money and time, because all you've done in your life is waste everyone's money and time. You're a waste, garbage human being. The world would be better without you, in my opinion. That might sound harsh, but it's true. Everything you've done has been negative, has never been better. Nothing you've done. Everything has been negative. Everything has been negatively impacted by you. There's been nothing. Sorry. I rarely would say that the world to anyone that line, because I even think like an ant actually makes the world better. But the world would be better without you, because you're a garbage human being that has only brought suffering and chaos to every person's life, probably including your own family. That's probably why you only have your mom coming to you. Just saying. That sounds a little personal, but that's just my opinion. And you can also say it because I just don't like you. I think you're a terrible person who is now planning on trying to sue people under fraudulent bullshit, frivolous lawsuit bullshit, because you think they have a lot of money. And because you have not built wealth in your own life, because you're a loser and you've never been successful in anything in your life, besides being a fucking pain in the ass, you decide, I'm going to sue people because they have money. Well, that doesn't sound like something I would consider fucking what a Republican person, by the way, would do. By the way, sounds like some garbage human being would do. Anywho, sounds like someone who would like purposely look for something to trip over a store, like front of a store, to get a lawsuit. You know, a garbage human being.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be filing suit against them right away, but there is going to be a suit coming for them in the near future related to this. I find it awfully convenient that one of the dates allegedly that I would have to, if I'm properly served, attend would be on the 16th, the same date as QB, which I'm not even going to name her name on here because she doesn't deserve the plug. She's a piece of garbage felon.
Please don't ever use my name, please. I would hate for that to be coming out of your shit mouth.
Yeah, and she's always like, she's a felon. He's a felon.
And you pled out, so you're not. But you know what? Keep up, and I'm sure you'll probably have one before it's done and over with. Yeah. Keep harassing families, and you will.
Yeah. Garbage human
And
being.
she's one of the people that help the Wells. She's one of the people that back the West. She's one of the people that are now backing the Proudfoots, these despicable parents that have abused their, allegedly, let me throw that out there, good gracious, wouldn't want to, I don't really care about hurting their feelings. I can care two shits. It's in CPS reports that they have done something to him. Specifically what, I don't know, nor do I do care. But at this point, that's the furthest thing from my mind at this point. The bottom line is he's been missing for a significant amount of time, and they've got time to play games in the court with me. So they are going to be getting egg on their face. Everybody was saying I was served. I have never been properly served. They say that I've stopped these people. I'm sorry, there has to be a pattern of behavior. And I was in Florida, and I clearly have the right to film on public property. I have a right to cover a case that has national and worldwide attention to it, which this one does. And for them to try to stifle my constitutional rights is absolutely and utterly disgusting. So this is going to be a constitutional argument for me all day long, but I don't even have to make those arguments because they're the ones bringing this. They're the ones that they're going to have to prove that what they're saying is true, which they cannot. So
how does she know about any of it when she allegedly hasn't been served to know what allegations were made and what wasn't? She has no idea.
And she's talking about constitutional rights, ma'am. They can make a case to feel threatened by you because you've stated your threats. You've also, Bower Sox. I think that guy has an open and shut case. After you confronted him in the car, you stated that you were going to get a gun. like he has an open and shut case. I can't imagine them not granting that one. The wife, the Bower Sox wife, I'm not sure. Katie, I'm pretty sure. But like, I haven't read the updates, but just by the evidence of what you stated, I think they're definitely going to get it granted. And if you bring a frivolous bullshit lawsuit, as much as you're saying, oh, they have money, so that's like gives them like meat to sue them, and I can make money from them. Betty, what's going to happen is that you're going to be fucking dog walked like you were dog walked before with this other lawsuit, this bullshit lawsuit by these people. And you're not going to get away with it because the judge is probably going to look at you like a complete garbage human being and is going to, find out about all the shenanigans you've done, and it's not going to end well for you. And I think eventually sanctions will come down because judges are going to find out that you're doing this because you think it's a money-making opportunity to sue people that you think have money because your fees are hurt and you're hoping for settlements. How is that not fucking abusing the court system? You're suing people to silence them and or to get a payout, knowing that you don't have a case. You fully know you do not have a case.
Right.
You did that to create...
Either that or she's so fucking delusional she thinks she does, but I can't believe that.
Like, you have no case against the Bower Sox or Chris and Katie. You have zero case.
We're just going to let this work the way it's going to work. I'm not really too worried about it, but I know there's a lot of people on here that are talking some mad cash crap that don't know what they're talking about. And we're actually a part of this concerted action. So this is a problem, not only for the Proudfoots, but for the people that were working with the Proudfoots to concoct this illegal strategy. The Proudfoots, as well as the Bower Sox, just committed an Class A misdemeanor for lying under oath. And if they filed a police report, I think that might even constitute a...
Dang, an Class A misdemeanor. I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, well, she's talking out of her ass because she never actually read the reports or even know what's being alleged. And if she believed that she was so innocent and that she would immediately win her constitutional right, her ass would be in that courtroom. Her ass is so quickly in front of someone's house all the time. Her ass is like talking about going here and here and here and here, but she won't show up to defend her own reputation. You're just going to give up on that? You're not going to show up? Why? I wasn't properly served. You know exactly where to fucking go. You could show up on that courtroom and just deal with it. But the truth of the matter is you're scared, you're shaken, and you're fucking crying to your audience to act tough like you always do. Because you're a coward at heart. And the truth of the matter is that when you're too scared to face that judge. Because that judge is not going to like the fucking bullshit that you have presented yourself. And if you think you're going to sue these people and be like, oh, well, it's the same thing that's going to happen like Crude. It's not. You have no case for these people. They have not been online defaming you or stating stuff. They will counter you. And you will not like that. You will not like that because they have hours and hours of material to use against you. They have so much fucking material. I don't know what they could pick, but they could probably pick 50 fucking videos about what you've made about them. and accuse them of. Because accusing people of being murderers is defamation. Because you're telling them that they've committed a crime. You are making statements of fact. You are not making opinions or discussions. You are making statements of facts that these people have killed their son. That is bad. They have not been arrested. They have not been charged. So you're going to have very big trouble. So let's continue. You want to continue, get a delay button.
A Class D felony. So we're going to be working on this. Obviously, the Proudfoots do not mind breaking the law. The Bowersox do not mind breaking the law. They do not mind lying under oath. So what else are they lying about? I mean, you have a 15-year-old boy that's missing from their home, and they clearly have put more energy into Bullhorn Betty than they have their own son. Does anybody find that odd? Out of just curiosity. What is your gauge on these parents? I would like to know what you think about Katie and Chris and their baloney story related to Sebastian Rogers. So I just wanted to come here because I know that there's people that are very good supporters of Sebastian and very good supporters of Seth Rogers trying their best. And I'm going to ask my audience to support them. Anybody that's not supporting them or spreading gossip, mistruths, and misinformation, what I'm going to ask of you is that you unsubscribe from those people here on this channel. Because at the end of the day, we need information about these cases, not drama. These people have no clue what they're talking about. I have heard one content creator, a male content creator, every time he opens his mouth, he's got something breaking to say. And then a day or two later, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Oh, don't do that face now. Come on. Hey, Michelle, you're up here with us. Oh.
Hey, hi.
Hello.
Hello. Hey, I'm glad, I'm glad you guys are both on. Did you happen to notice the thumbnail of this video?
No, I didn't actually.
Can you pull it up, or will it mess with this video?
Are you really going to do that to us?
I really am going to do that to you guys.
Hold on, we're 12:17 in. Stitching, you're up here with us.
Okay.
Okay, we're 12:17 in.
12:17. Okay.
Okay. So
this could be really important, you guys. Something that's in the thumbnail.
I mean, she's gone live twice today.
Okay, if you go up close, can you see that she's got Katie missing? And I can't remember what it says underneath, but it was enough that I thought, could that be thought of as a threat that she's going to do something to Katie, that she's going to go missing?
Oh, fuck. I didn't even think about that.
Let me
that's
see.
not good. Yeah, it does have Katie on a missing poster as if she's going to make her come up missing.
Yeah,
that could be construed. Let me see what it says.
Yeah, see if you. I don't remember what it is.
It says Katie Proudfoot right underneath of it, and it's something
Katie
else.
Proudfoot, and then something else.
It says something Tennessee. Where is she, or something like that?
Something like that, yeah. But when I saw that, I thought, what? At first, I just went right by it, and then I looked at it again. I'm going, holy shit, that could be viewed as a possible threat. Is she going to do something to Katie to make her go missing? I think that might be important to pass on.
I mean, that's brilliant. That's always a smart move, Betty, the greatest legal mind, to to have a TPO on you, about to be served on you, and then you give more evidence of a threat. Yep. Fantastic idea. I don't know why the FBI is in the picture.
I know. She needs to be shut down.
Hi, Stitching, by the way.
Hey, I just wonder, since she is so legally minded, why, when she's in Tennessee, she just didn't stop over by the courthouse and see what it was all about.
At the end of the day.
Yeah, I was kind of wondering the same.
Go ahead, hit play. Sorry.
We're just waiting for Queen to hit the play button, guys. So that's why it's quiet. You didn't go mute.
I thought it was me.
Let me see. That's a little scary. It is a little scary, Wasabi. It's a very weird thing to do, but this woman is, clearly, in my opinion, deranged.
Yeah, and common sense tells her that it is the Bowersox and Katie.
So then maybe not talk about them until after court.
Well, yeah, she's a brilliant legal mind. Queen, are you gonna hit the play or? Hi, country, by the way. Yeah, that's not smart of this lady. She's just a really. She's unfortunately she believes that she can get away with everything, and so far
I think she believes everything she says.
It could be. She could really well believe, but the problem is that you have to have facts to support your statements, so that when you go out there and make these statements, you have to have the facts to support them. You can't just go out there and accuse people of being murderers and then arbitrarily decide to harass them and go after them. Hello, Earth Angel. To go after these people.
Yeah, I wish if she's there to search for Sebastian, she might try that.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not telling Queen what to do. I'm just like giving her, because sometimes she doesn't know if I'm like gonna stop talking because I'm a motor mouth. So it's like, I give her.
I'll stop talking if she wants to hit play.
Because Queen wants to be polite, so she doesn't like hitting the play when people are talking, and I try to give her a signal. Believe me, I don't tell Queen what to do. That's the least. That will never happen. And Queen knows I'm not being offensive. It's just that I'm just giving her a signal if she wants to.
So what are your thoughts on that thumbnail, you guys? I mean, it might be a reach, but when I saw it, of course she triggers me, so.
Yeah.
I
think she was trying to be funny.
I do too, but in the context of Betty.
Yeah.
With the stuff that's going on, I thought, this needs to be pointed out. And I barely caught it too.
I mean, if that happened to like Betty, like if some channel did the same thing to Betty, the first thing she would do is get a TPO on that person. I need an order of protection immediately. I'm fearful for my life. And then she could talk about how she's gonna she's armed and can defend herself. It's like that's the problem with her.
And telling her plans that she's going to sue them. And before that, even when she was driving around, she was appalled how nice their house was and how much money they had. So that was the first clue that we're going there. And then basically causing something purposely to happen when she jumped out of the car, a running car in the middle of an intersection and ran up on Bauer Sox.
Yeah, that's the one that triggered me so badly that I called the cops, because I just see her out there screaming at that older man in the vehicle. I just nope, and my heart started racing, and so she's a monster.
I don't know what she's plans are, this woman, but yeah, she doesn't. She wants to go to the civil court, but it's kind of a bad thing if you don't actually defend your reputation in the or TP, like in the hearing, and if you just let it lapse, because then you can't really.
And if it's a felony, you don't go to civil court for a felony. So her legal ease concerns me.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, what is she going to go to the DA and be like, listen, they're lying. I did not harass them.
She's even told Queen's attorney or the judge that, this is a felony, this is criminal, but I can only address it in the civil court. Well, there's a reason why you can only address it in the civil court.
Yeah. The lady is Delulu.
Well, and have you noticed that since she first found out about the protection order or whatever it's called, she's progressively getting worse as the day goes by, because she's reading things and she's trying to convince herself that she hasn't done anything wrong, and so she just gets more and more bold. I predict like the day before on the 7th. I hope she goes on the 8th, but by the 7th, she's going to spontaneously. Really?
She said, didn't she say she's not?
Somebody said that she's changed her mind. I don't know, though. I guess we'll find out on the 8th.
That'd be a very foolish move, Betty, if you don't show up. Because the judge is not going to like it. The judge is going to be like, is she intentionally dodging service? That's not good. Yeah, the bird does. You do need an earbud warning with the bird. The bird is not happy.
Oh, mine or Queen's? I was going to say mine was going crazy. I didn't hear it.
Yeah, the bird. The bird is the word. The bird is going off a little bit.
Okay, stop, Hermie.
Your bird's name Ernie. Okay.
It's Hermie because when I first acquired him, I laid him over on his back. He's a smaller parrot. I can't remember what kind they said, but his little feet look like hermit crabs to me. So I named him Hermie.
Okay.
Their feet are so funny. It just reminded me of a hermit crab. So his name's Hermie.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Well, you know, I thought you named him Hermes, but whatever. I mean, it is what it is.
What's that?
Hermes.
Oh, yeah. Nope, hermit crab.
Anyway.
All right, ready?
Yeah, we're ready.
Yep. Information about these cases, not drama. These people have no clue what they're talking about. I have heard one content creator, a male content creator, every time he opens his mouth, he's got something breaking to say. And then a day or two later, he's like, oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. And it's like, dude, you're no good at this. Okay.
What?
She must be talking about Dolly.
I think so. Yeah.
The difference between me and them is I research the heck out of everything I do. I know the law. I study the law. I make sure I follow the law. And so this is kind of where we're at. And
you don't know.
Bitch, you lie like a rug.
I know. It's awful.
For these creators on this platform that helped and aided in this, we know who you are. You're going to have some serious problems. Just saying. Lawful legal problems. I'm not going to call them out by name. But we've got definitely, we know who all the people that were involved in this circus to orchestrate something like this and to talk Katie into it and make her think that it was a good thing to do. They have assets. They've damaged me. They've sullied my reputation. I have not done anything wrong, nor will I ever say that I have, because I record everything. You guys can go back through all of my videos on YouTube and see everything that we've done. I actually have a playlist for Sebastian Rogers, and I recommend people checking it out because we have been walking this case from beginning to end. And at the end of the day, why did it take them so long to bring this when I was in Hendersonville one time only, and that was over a month ago? The only reason why is because we're doing that gathering of voices, which we're going to be asking and demanding. Not only are we going to help try to fund and give money to Sumner County and allow,
Since when has she ever fucking donated any money? Stop that.
That's so ridiculous.
Nice way to try to get grift, but you don't donate. Just say you want money. That's it. I mean, come on, keep it real.
The state of Tennessee to hear our voice and how we believe that law enforcement needs to be funded. We're also going to be demanding a lot because at the end of the day, I don't know if forensics have been done. We're hearing now that
Betty, they have a tax.
Before it was for, she just said fuck the police. She didn't give a shit. She just, I mean, just a couple lives ago, she just said that. I said that's a nice way to back the blue, Betty.
And it's the taxes, the county and city and state taxes that go to fund the police department. Not you, Betty. Not you. You don't live there.
Right. She says we. She's got a turd in her pocket. She doesn't have a team. There's nobody else with her. Come on now.
So I'd like some clarification on that. And we're looking to bring the Cold Case Foundation into the case. And the only way we can do that is by two ways. Law enforcement asking them to come in for guidance, or not even guidance, just to come in to provide a resource, right? Which we know law enforcement, for whatever reason, are very pompous. It's just the arrogance of law enforcement agents that I've dealt with. I know them. I know they don't like anybody, stepping on their toes, so to speak. They got this even when they don't. And it's very hard sometimes for them to ask for help. We don't know what law enforcement has, but because of that, and because of the fact that we know law enforcement is not going to allow or willingly allow the Cold Case Foundation in, we're going to be demanding that Seth be cleared. It is clear on.
So she's not going to go. Listen, this is the thing. She's not going to the police station to, do a protest. She's going to protest to the police to clear Seth's name so that Chris McDonough can pick up the case.
Oh, well, the law enforcement will clear him when it's time to clear him, just like the other two.
Right. Her going out there and protesting is for clicks and views, because there's her protesting is not going to, the police are not going to say, oh, you know what? You protested for 7 hours today, Betty. We're going to say he's not.
Right.
You done did the job, man. You done did the job. We're going to clear him now. If it wasn't for you standing out here doing this and acting a fool, we wouldn't have never cleared him, huh?
No rehab.
On its face that Seth is not responsible for this. Seth has done everything you can imagine. One, to find his son. Two, he was at work. He has a rock solid alibi. And furthermore, he is the only person that we have a record of passing a polygraph test. And those findings were made public on the Nancy Grace show. So he is without, like, and he's been out there looking for his son, despite all these animals on these platforms discrediting him, disparaging him, and doing horrible things. And mind you, Seth is also a disabled person. So they're making fun of and mocking a disabled man. That to me is disgusting. It's disgusting. You've got a disabled man trying to search for his disabled son. And people trying to set him up and people trying to get him, it's getting ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous. Seth had nothing to do with it. My stance is, if you guys want somebody to harp on, it's time for you guys to harp on Katie and Chris, because they're the ones with answers. Katie was the only one alone in this house with her son. There were 2 lights on the outside of the house and only one.
Oh my, you got it down, don't you?
Queen.
You done cracked the case.
Why doesn't she do her research? All 3 of them were past the polygraph test. All 3 of them did.
Yeah, Seth actually failed the first polygraph because he fell asleep. He fell asleep during it, and they had to redo it because he fell asleep during the first polygraph.
But all 3 of them have.
But but Chris and Katie, I believe, was by the. I know Chris was given by the police, right? And Katie, I'm not sure who gave it to her, but.
And I don't think he's disabled. I think he had an injury to his shoulder or neck.
That's my understanding too.
And I don't think it's like.
Well, when you listen to Laura Lodge, he's got 19 slip discs in his back. He's got 2 shoulder injuries or something, and
he's a big guy.
Else. And he said, "Well, that's what he told Laura Lodge." And I mean, he said maybe he might be able to back it up with medical records, but he doesn't.
19 slip discs.
When you're a large person, you can start having back trouble.
Yeah, I mean that sounds like something like slowly, what do they call it, degenerative? Like
it was either 9 or 19, but he had a lot of. Yeah, he did. I swear he did. I'll have to go back and get the timestamp. Yeah, he did. He was talking about it. He said that he was hurt. That he had either 9 or 19, something along that line, something along those lines. 9 or 19.
That's degenerative.
Yeah, he does. He's got a lot. Not bullshit. I'll go find it for you.
Maybe that's why she considers him disabled. At least she doesn't consider him defective.
I mean,
I mean, honestly, I'd rather be disabled than defective, right?
Yeah. You know what? Like, I hate to state this. You know what helped a person that has 19 discs and all that stuff?
Lose weight.
Yeah, that would help. Like, surgery. And I'm not being mean. I'm just.
No, you're right. You're absolutely right.
My doctor tells me the same.
You gotta lose, like, he's at least 100 pounds overweight. Like, that to me, I'm looking at the guy. The guy's like, what, almost looks like he's in the high twos.
Wait, somebody, hold on. She said, Queen, no. Betty said that Seth is also autistic.
Oh, that's what I heard too.
Oh, well, that's still not defective or disabled. Well, I guess it is. I don't know that.
In her book, it is. If you have autism, you're defective. That's in Betty's book.
Yeah. No. Now, I'm not. Before people say I'm bashing Seth. I'm saying for back injuries and like slip discs, before going to surgery, he probably should have lost the weight because it would add less pressure to his back.
Yeah, I'm sure his doctors told him that.
Yeah.
I used to work at a pain. I used to work at a pain management clinic, and that's not saying anything disparaging about him. That absolutely is the truth.
No, I'm not saying anything disparaging about him.
No, not
autistic. He said he has Asperger's.
But he passed the lie detector test, as did Chris, as did Katie. So Betty, do your research since you do research.
Right. Because they all 3 passed.
I'm like going back into the house. There was an unnamed car there. I'm sorry, it's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. And I'm allowed to have my opinions and criticisms, and I'm allowed to report on these cases in a journalistic respect, and however I choose that journalistic respect to be. I don't believe Chris and Katie. I believe they've done something to their son. I'm allowed to have those opinions, and they cannot stifle those opinions. Not with a protective order, not with a court of law, because my constitutional rights are supreme here. And so I just thought, instead of people, because I haven't been on here in a few days, and I know how,
Sorry about that.
Does Katie and Chris and even
their constitutional rights are not supreme, though, right?
Right. Wow.
I mean, it doesn't mean shit if it's not pertaining to her. It's
wow. Just wow.
These little animals work on these social media platforms. So I wanted you guys to hear from me. I have nothing to worry about. Absolutely nothing at all to worry about. She's going to have to prove her case in a court of law, and she's going to have to do it by herself. When she wanted to make this a spectacle, we made it a spectacle, but we made it a spectacle about her, not about me. And so, as you guys will see, there is national news picking up this case.
No, baby, go back and read those comments. You made a spectacle of yourself.
By the way, someone pointed out there's 23 discs in the back. So basically, if he says he's got 19 discs, how is he?
So how do you have
19
slip discs in your back?
Yeah, like how are you able to even walk at that point? Like,
let's see, C1, C2, C3. What else is there? Then there's the neck.
Then there's the thoracic lumbar.
I've seen people that had severe back injuries, and they couldn't even sit straight without grimacing in pain and like moving or trying to stand up every like 5 minutes or something like that. I've seen major back injuries. I don't know if he really said he has 19 slip discs. I doubt it. I'm going to press X to doubt. I can believe a few.
It's your right. It's your right, B. Tim. You may say whatever you want. It's your constitutional right.
It's my constitutional right. I don't expect any videos going against me.
Just Chris and Katie can't. They can't feel like they've been harassed. They cannot feel like they're endangered. Just, you know.
I mean, if that guy told the Lore Lounge that he had 19 slip discs and the Lore Lounge didn't hit the Google button, check out 23. I don't know about his research is that fantastic. I couldn't even imagine the man to walk if he had 19 slip discs in his back. Like, holy fuck. I'd be shocked if he could even like sit without screaming in pain.
No, yeah, you're right. And just the footage from seeing him at the vigil, walking around just fine.
But whatever, I get, I'll be that's me bashing so questioning the story. That's bashing.
All right, here we go.
Case, which, I mean, what do they expect? I'm in the national spotlight in some respects when it comes to these cases. So, it's not just about them, but it's about the name that they're taking on. And at the end of the day, the people that are out there, like Daily Mail and stuff, they've worked side by side next to me. They know how I function. They know I'm absolutely about following the law to a T. So the people that have been out in the field with me and worked with me, they know darn good and well I follow the law.
Yeah. What's that one that wrote about her that she got so fucking mad about?
Oh.
I don't know.
Oh.
I think it was the Vanity Fair. Was it Vanity
Fair?
Vanity Fair.
Yeah. They wrote they wrote a really good one, and she was fucking pissed. She hates that it gets brought up too. That's one of her best ones.
100% of the time. And I have to do that because it is my livelihood. And these ridiculous allegations are just that, ridiculous. And I can guarantee on the 8th, this will not go through. I've looked at the laws. I've looked at everything. And what she did was underhanded. She lied.
No, go ahead, Queen. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. No, you go ahead.
I was just going to say she can't. First of all, she doesn't know what the allegations are because she hasn't read them. Secondly, they have a right to feel how they feel as well. So what the hell, Betty? Stop.
She tried to say I was stalking them. I hadn't been in that community in well over a month, and I was only there for 2 days. I drove by their house maybe 4 times to record. That does not rise to the level of stalking by any stretch of the imagination. The intent wasn't them. The intent was the videography. I'm a video journalist, and so that's what my badge says, video journalist. That's what I do. So at the end of the day, they do not have a leg to stand on.
Now she's a video journalist, like an independent journalist yesterday.
New badge.
It's because their badge says it. That's why.
I am telling God.
Oh,
she has a new badge. My God.
My bad. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
doesn't really matter whether I'm served or not served according to everything I'm reading. I will be consulting with an attorney this afternoon to confirm that information. And once I confirm that information, they can kiss my white breaded ass. I really don't care. You can go argue with that judge about your A-class A misdemeanor that you just committed. I will not be part of the criminal enterprise. I will not be a victim of the criminal enterprise, and neither will my channel. So, this.
Holy fuck.
Wow, she's got some big words today.
Criminal enterprise.
Are you accusing, Betty, are you accusing the judge of being part of a criminal enterprise? Because he's the one that granted it, dumbass.
I mean, I don't know what the judge is going to rule, but geez, she must know how the judge is going to rule.
Sometimes there are just not words to describe this woman.
Yeah, she does leave me speechless.
Yeah.
This literally blew up in their face. This blew up in all the hate channels' face. This made everybody look like a piece of shit. And that's exactly what they need to look like, because that's exactly what they are. Remember, the good will always prevail over evil, and the truth will always come to light. And this is the truth that's coming to light. Not only that, but look at all the channels that ran with the fact that I was served without doing their due diligence. These high channels that say they research everything. They didn't mind running with a bunk case because they wanted the clicks and views of it, and they wanted the smear campaign of me. But the problem is they've been wrong this whole entire time, and the smear is actually on them. They've lost viewership over this. We have gained viewership over this because of the support and the fact that these parents need to be stopped. Their terror on that community, as well as these streets, and the people that are searching for Sebastian, is going to end. It will end with me, and they're going to have a hefty cost to pay for this shenanigans. Again, not planning on filing any type of suit against them just yet, because I'm already in litigation. That's what the beautiful part about statutes of limitations are.
Take a breath, Betty.
Right.
Oh my God. I can't with her.
Just when you think you've heard it all, right?
So now it's all the hate channels. She's gaining subs mostly because they want to watch somebody be an idiot. And we're losing subs because we're calling this out. That's interesting.
I don't know who she's talking about losing subs. I ain't.
Yeah. But, she has a statute of limitations.
That's right.
I will be pursuing this at a later date, but I am absolutely 100% pursuing civil action against not only Chris and Katie, but also the Bauer Sox. Furthermore, since they've already filed reports about how scary it is at their house, I keep wondering if Nina has gotten wind of these threats at their home.
Okay. First of all,
let's slow this down. Here, we're going to slow this down.
Okay.
Make sure we hear everything of this here. We need to make sure we hear all this.
Okay.
House. I keep wondering if Nina has gotten wind of these threats at their homes, at grandma's home as well as their home. And I just don't, I'm not sure how Nina feels about it, with all these.
Oh, fuck.
Oh, yeah. Listen to this, Reach. Listen to this.
Crazy YouTubers stalking and attacking the family, if it's really a safe environment for Faith to be in at this moment. And that's something that they put on the record in the courthouse that I hope she capitalizes on to protect her child against us deranged YouTubers, So hopefully she gets wind of everything going on and gets the copies of all these paperworks that they're signing under oath about how dangerous it is at their house and at the Bauer Sox house.
Pause, please pause. One, how does she know what they filed with the courthouse? Two, as far as Chris having visitation with his little girl, that was already a hearing, and the judge ruled that he can have visitation for her. Betty, what the hell are you doing?
Exactly. Why bring Nina into this, let alone the little girl? Why are you dog whistling? I feel like this is a dog whistle for CPS, in my opinion, because it's so dangerous.
Yeah. And her face when she's saying it.
It's only dangerous when you're threatening to bring guns and have GoFundMe set up to buy guns and bringing machetes back and calling yourself Machete Betty. And yeah, that's where the danger comes into play.
How does she know what was filed?
I'm not sure if this is really the way it was supposed to or how they imagined it going, but this is where we are. And as you guys can see, I'm still being me. I'm still going to be talking about this boy. I still have 100% support from Seth Rogers in my work on this case, my journalistic aspect of it, my commentary. We do a lot. I'm not just a journalist, as you guys know. I'm not just I do investigative reporting. I do gonzo journalism. I do a lot of different things, including searching, including being an activist and an advocate. I don't mind getting out on the street corner with a sign and a bullhorn. I'm literally wear multiple hats, but everything I do is lawful, legal, and protected by my constitutional rights, no matter what. And I am always respectful of following the law, making sure I know where easements are, making sure I know where the setbacks are. I do a lot of great work when it comes to this, and I make sure without a doubt that there is no possibility of me violating or breaking the law. And
you need easements and setbacks for your mouth, Betty, because yes, you have a right to say whatever the shit you want to say, but there's consequences in that. And what you have just done, saying anything about Nina, Chris, and Faith, what the hell, girl? Beat him rant, because otherwise I will.
I can't believe she said that.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, it's always a smart idea to put missing poster of the person that you're going to have a TPO on. That's going to have a TPO on you, and also talk about having a slide threat that the child is going to be taken away by some means, and that's a dog whistle that people should call off.
That a judge has already ruled on.
Yeah, that's another thing people have forgotten. Like, people have forgotten that Chris was already fucked with in real life by YouTubers. Did we all forget about the whole situation where
Trevor Lee
was going to testify at the custody hearing, and that recording conversation with Chris was dropped, what was the day of or the day before the custody hearing, on explicit purpose to fuck with it? I mean, and then all the interviews with the ex-wife, did everyone just forget about that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not beyond the scope that people might try to fuck with this guy's, the kid anymore. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
she is menacing the family, but she's allowed to. It's her right, don't you know?
It's because she knows the easements. She's just saying those things so she can cover her butt for when she was out there putting the things on the poles after the vote. We thought she told her not to.
Yeah. What gets to me with Betty is she's both outrageous and cowardly.
Very true.
Her actions are so outrageous, but she always tries to pretend like, I'm not doing anything and everyone's at me. And then she's like sneaks her little fucking attacks in people. She is a cow. I mean, like, I never thought you'd see someone outrageous and cowardly at the same time. It's a shocker.
Well, and she does incite.
Sorry, go ahead.
She incites her audience and her mods to do stuff for her. She literally says that, if you got any videos, let me know. If you see Chris anywhere, let me know. If you see Katie anywhere, let me know. Just, send me the clips, send me the videos. Is she stupid? Does she think we're stupid?
I forgot about that, where she was going to those businesses asking to look at their footage.
Yeah. Which is gone. She's like 4 months late.
That's insane. How can she? I hope she doesn't get away with that. That's awful.
And the woman, the problem is like, she says, oh, well, my constitutional right, I'm a gonzo journalist and all this stuff. So first you're copying JLR. He's the one that does, put that monocle on himself.
Yeah, JLR, come get her.
But the problem is, like, you're not even a journalist, man. Don't actually report on anything. All your shit is rumor mills and not news, and you replay other news stations' information.
And Tim, I hope that whoever is doing this has the video footage of her in the hotel. Remember getting that phone call, then having the police go to the hotel and save her. And then she says on a live, let's go creeping. I'm going to go creeping. Then the next live, she's over by the Proudfoot's house creeping. Yeah. And taking pictures. I mean, video. Betty. Maybe it's legal because it's on a public street, but Betty, that if as far as harassment goes, when you say you're going to go creeping, oh well, hit play. Sorry, Queen.
Her brain is rotting and her heart is black, allegedly, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think what she's doing is despicable. I wonder about people that actually sit there and watch this lady, and you know, I wish they would actually do a mind experiment where they put themselves in that position, and they had this person that was doing all this to Katie done to them. How would they react? Of course, it's like they say, "Oh, Katie's guilty" and all this stuff, but like realistically, what is Betty doing? Is Betty like finding information or stuff like that that could be turned over to the police? Is Betty reporting on new facts, or is Betty just basically just harassing people and seeing if they can push these people over the edge?
Yeah, what she's also said, and did she say that with Bowersock? So she screwed with Kathy or whatever, just to get a reaction in at work or something like that. And I know with her lawsuit stuff, she goes on and on about defamation. She's sure got defamation. I know legally it's very, very, very hard to get defamation.
Well, you have to show malicious, like if they're public figures, you have to show malicious.
It's hard,
intent to do that. And also the fact is you have to show damages and you have to show like there's damage to your reputation.
Yeah, you have to show them. You can't say I don't wanna.
And if your sub's grown, she's just said her sub's grown and she's getting more views, and also that her reputation is already dog shit because you can look at the Wells and the Quentin Simon situation where she was told that she was part of a money-making circus. She really doesn't have much to anything to sue these people.
Yeah.
This is Chickmate Medicine. I've learned that a vast majority of viewers don't care. It's just entertainment. Yeah, that's very true. A lot of them just don't give a fuck.
I think you're right, Checkmate. And I even wondered, is this all for entertainment? But I think she believes this shit. She's like that Lana person. Lana, whatever.
She definitely has some kind of personality disorder, in my opinion. She has the paranoia, which is evident. That's why she uses we. Because when she says we, it's like she's got an army behind her. So she has to keep enforcing that. So that shows some kind of paranoia, I think.
I disagree. I think that we is her mods and the people that fucking do her dirty work in the background.
Well, just the way she always says that, right? It's always we.
I think she explained her we.
Oh, she did.
like she wants to wee on Clue's yard and stuff. But no, she explained her we.
She's a lawn pisser.
She has a badge for the we.
The we. I mean, but like this is like, and you can see the look on her face when she made that comment with like, you know, dog whistling, and she knows she's just like she's like, will I get away with this remark? Is it a little bit too much? And she knows
she'll have trouble. She'll have trouble with defamation. I don't think they're going to have trouble with the protective order. I don't know. I guess we'll find out on the 8th.
I mean, if she sues these people for defamation, they're going to countersue her, and then she's going to have to fight another court case in another state.
Right, and you're busy, Betty. You got the 8th, you got the 13th, you got the 16th, and then I don't know what else.
I mean, like, you just want to be in litigation hell for like years to come. I mean,
yeah.
Okay.
August is a hot month for bets.
If I was in Betty's position, I would not threaten people with lawsuits, especially a group of people that you've defamed for fucking a while now. Like,
yeah, I'd be shutting my mouth.
Yeah, I mean,
when you get 3 restraining orders on you in 2 days, you might take a seat for a moment. Maybe look at yourself.
Yeah. And, I don't know. We need to hit the play button because we have to look at Betty. And
will she come tell us when she wants? She should just hit the play and then we'll shut up.
Mm-hmm. I think so.
All right, you want me to hit the? I'll just hit it then.
Hit it.
That's not what's being expressed in these protective orders. What's being expressed in these protective orders and what's got Katie and the Bowersocks in hot water is the fact that they have tested under oath that I am a threat to their life. Okay,
How the
that I
fuck
am
do you know
actively
what
stalking them around their home, which clearly is untrue. I have over a month of me sitting at home and being on my lives from my living room or my bedroom. So it's hard to say that I'm an imminent threat to bodily harm or death when I'm sitting in Florida and talking about their son's case. So they've lied. And in the Bower Sox, even more so, because Terry stalked me while I was there for over a half an hour. And I actually got him caught on recording as I was saying how Chris, and we've got all of his threats on recording as well.
What the hell? You got yourself running up on him too on recording too, I hope.
Yeah. Unless she hid that one.
Did you forget about the receipt that the guy showed that he was actually shopping before?
Yeah.
Like, you do realize also this is defamation, by the way, Betty. So, like, good luck if you sue Mr. Bowersox about defamation. He just brings this up and says, to her 32,000 or whatever thousand subs, this lady said that I was stalking her and doing this, and that is not true. Here's a factual video of me not stalking her. She was stalking me, and also a receipt from the local store.
And if he did go behind, like she said, she goes, he came up on her car really close, and maybe he was taking a picture of her license because, I mean, she was harassing these people and driving around there. I would, if somebody was constantly out here driving by my house slowly, I might take a picture of their vehicle too and get their license plate because that's creepy.
And that's what she said, that he took a picture. I don't think he did. I don't think that he knew that was her.
Yeah. I think he was coming around the corner.
Yeah,
and I'm lying. I wouldn't know if somebody's
exit.
creeping on me.
Right.
I don't go outside.
I rarely do anymore either. I might get outside for the gathering of voices, though.
Yeah. But that, I mean, that's fine. They could do that. Maybe that's where she'll get served. I don't know.
I don't think she's going to show up. I think they're going to silence her.
I don't know. If with her ego, she better show up. I mean, damn. She knows everything in the order or in the temporary thing, apparently, that she hasn't gotten served with.
She's a nasty, nasty lady.
You can go ahead, Queen.
So, you know, maybe what needs to happen is when I'm there, I need to be concerned about my safety, and maybe that there needs to be some protective orders against them, because I definitely have proof in my pudding when they don't have proof in theirs. So I don't know what's going to happen, but I am going to allow the courts to work. Everybody keeps saying this court is corrupt. I have a hard time believing that, because I believe in the judicial process. So in this particular matter, they have got to prove that I am a threat to their life, which there is no possibility of that being. They're going to have to.
There's more than threat to life, Betty, when it comes to harassing. Read the statute, legal.
Yeah, exactly.
Sorry, Queen. I'm sorry. I'll shut up.
Prove that I stalked them, which I've never even seen Katie in the flesh. I've never even seen Chris in the flesh. I've seen him as much as you guys, listening to the interviews, looking at the stuff people post on social media. According to a news article, there is 100-foot whatever, can't come within 100 feet of her. I've never been within 100 feet of this woman.
Have you seen Seth in the flesh?
I've never seen her in the flesh. We've never been in the same state until she had court. Never spoke, never had any kind of exchange at all. There was only one exchange via email through YouTube when she struck my fucking video, and I never even emailed her back. I didn't say shit. I just deleted the fucking video. So we've never had a conversation, never spoke, never came in front of each other, close to each other, never spoke a word to each other. And Betty tried to get an order of protection against me. So she can just lie under oath all she wants, bullshit, but it's a reflection of the same shit she fucking pulled.
Yeah, but she really wants to see you in the flesh.
I know she definitely does.
MS said something that's good. The district attorney. Oh, sorry. The
She'll have her opportunity.
May request confiscation of all Betty's electronics, phone, text messages, etc. Betty should be quiet. She's had a long paper trail behind her of harassing people. That person's correct.
I don't, again, have no earthly idea how they were able to.
Sorry about that. Go ahead. I mean to cut you off, sister.
Stitching. No, stitching. With the sister lies.
Officially say, I can't even say it. Stitching.
No, go ahead and hit play.
With the sister lies. How are you?
I don't lie. The other one does.
At the law for the ex parte.
It's a tongue twister.
Order, they don't really they're not allowed, they don't have to reproduce anything. All they have to do is attest on an affidavit that they're in fear for their life, and that's enough to get them this ex parte order of protective order. But again, the problem is now that the Bowerstocks, they're probably going to hold their feet to the fire because they just committed a crime, and obviously they don't mind doing it and willfully do.
I just want to be, dude, you cannot be this fucking stupid to think they committed a crime because they wanted to protect themselves. It's not a crime to want to protect yourself.
I know. I just want to make a bunch of lurch sounds. You know, lurch like on the Addams Family where he just groans. Oh.
I don't even understand her thought process.
Mm-mm.
She's pleading her case here. First, she was paranoid, when she was looking over to the right with her eyeballs and was all crazy when she first found out. And now she's pleading her case. Because in her mind, she thinks that that's going to help her. That's what I think.
Yeah, because she wants the DA to see her lives, remember?
Right. She's definitely pleading her case here.
Well, then she needs to stop deleting them. That's for sure.
That's right.
Wabi Sabi with the $5 super sticker says the only proof that is in Betty's pudding are the teeth of all the victims she has consumed with her twisted behavior. CK War Ola, thank you for becoming a new member. Ooh la la said hi everyone. Haley Hopes, member for 5 months. Thank you, love. I appreciate your support. Don't fuck with Unicorn says she's not the sharpest tool.
No. She is with her mouth.
She even how do you? I guess, like I said, I just don't understand her thought process. I just really don't get it.
Did it and willfully and maliciously with afterthought did it. Knowingly lied. So if the Proudfoots and the Bowerstocks are willing to lie about this, wouldn't it be a good idea to question them about what else they're lying about related to their missing boy? Because again, I mean, if you're going to break the law, you're willing to break the law. So we've just removed this veil that because they were prior military, they absolutely disrespected their military when they lied under oath. They don't mind doing underhanded stuff. We learned that through Nina Gomez. And again,
does she think that they went in and just sat in the court and that the judge was like, all right, get up here and get on the stand. I want to hear from you today. Is that what she thinks happened? I mean, how the fuck does she think? No, they went into court. They got the packets of paperwork. They filled them out. Went in, got the court date. I'm sure more than likely they went in front of the judge. The judge read the packet.
Yep. That's what happens.
Asked them if they felt they needed to, have this to protect themselves. Got the emergency order for the first 2 weeks or whatever and scheduled a court date.
Yep.
And they said, okay, we'll come in for your court date and we will go off that with your, your,
yes,
whatever, whatever you want to do, you know what I'm saying? And then you say, yes, I want this order. No, I don't. I want to have a trial. And you have a trial or you accept it, one or the other.
Yeah. I mean, a clerk didn't sign it.
That's when she can say they lied under oath if they do. You know what I'm saying? That's when it'll be.
And they're not lying. It's how they feel. I mean, it's you can't say they're lying. It's how they feel.
Okay. Betty, I know empathy is tough, but just imagine, close your eyes and make it like imagine, if you will, that you are Katie and you are in a scenario where some crazy lady from Florida is accusing you of crimes you have not committed and also proceeds to talk about how made shirts with your husband's face on it and then proceeds to stalk you around the state, looking at your house, putting a poster there, and stalking the grandparents.
Drives from Florida to Tennessee. Yep.
Threads about being called, saying she's being called Machete Betty with a machete, saying that she's going to Tennessee, and also talking about how she's going to do a GoFundMe or something to get a gun in the state right after confronting one of your relatives. Imagine that happened to you, Betty. And then also putting a missing person flyer with your face on it and talking about going after your children. Like, what do you think that would elicit, Betty? Would that elicit a little bit of fear and intimidation to the point where you might want to like get an order of protection? I know it's tough empathy, Betty. I know it's tough. But just imagine that, if you will. But that's the problem. You don't imagine that because you're a selfish evil bitch that probably should have would the world be better without you. So, you know.
No, well.
Just thought. Also, I hope you go bald, Betty.
Well, no judge is just going to be like, you know what? She called you terrible names. Okay, we'll do an order of protection. Oh, you know what? You followed her in the car for 5 minutes. Oh, we'll do an order of protection. That's not how it works.
No.
She knows damn well that's not how this works.
I don't know that she does know.
She just keeps reading until she
find out now, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like she keeps reading until she comes across something that validates her, whether it's right or wrong. It's like if you know you're going to see Bigfoot, if you go in the mountains at night, you're going to see Bigfoot. I mean, that's just how our minds work.
Okay, Bigfoot doesn't exist. I live in the state of Bigfoot. He's not real.
Sorry.
Betty exists, though.
You know, with all these things on the record that they attest to under oath, I would, if I was Nina, I would be taking this to her attorney about how dangerous it is for anybody to be at their house, you know, and this is something that they brought on themselves. So I'm not sure if all of this worked out the way that they had imagined it or envisioned it. What they envisioned on catching me off guard and forcing me back to Tennessee. That's what they envisioned. They envisioned that they could intimidate me. They envisioned that they could control my.
What the hell? Nobody's trying to control you. They just want to, you know, keep themselves safe. That's all. And for her to sit here and say, oh, it's so rough. It's so rough. Why are you worried about his child?
I might want to control somebody making allegations like that.
You know?
Yeah.
I'm sure Nina wasn't like, oh, you know what, Betty, this is terrible. I'm scared for my kid to go over there. No. This is a dog whistle right here to me, in my opinion.
It is.
Sitting here screaming how dangerous it is and this and that bullshit when you know.
Yeah, it's not even a silent dog whistle. Queen
schedule and force my hand. That's what they envisioned. Well, that fell on its face when I left the state of Florida on Tuesday morning. I didn't learn about this until Wednesday evening. I had already done most of my work in Mississippi by the time I heard about this.
She had done most of her work in Mississippi before she even heard about this.
So that's twice that you harassed them. Like, just because you like use like the terms like, I was in Tennessee only, you went to another state. You not only harassed them in one state, you decided to try to harass them in another state and film it. I mean, like, you do realize, like, you know, they left the state of Tennessee not to be harassed, and then you followed them to the next state. Like, does that not, like, sound fucking batshit crazy? Like, just a thought. She doesn't give a fuck about missing kids in Mississippi. She
was there following Chris around. She made a video or dropped her video, but like she said, she already told my attorney. She's like, oh, I didn't tell my mods. Nobody knew where I was at. Yes, she did. Her mods knew. Sonya knew because Sonya was out doing dumbass shit for her, taking flyers and stuff. So I ain't hearing that.
And everybody's saying that I was served. And I'm like, how can I be served? I'm not even in my state. like, I don't know if people understand, service of process is a physical thing. That means a service, a processor, or a sheriff have to physically hand you a piece of paper. And they think because somebody showed up at my house and knocked on my door, that was service of process. This is kind of the, the not thinking part of this. And that's not how it works. You have to be physically served. I have not been physically served. And by the time I am physically served, most of these cases will already have to be brought to the courts, and they're going to already have to argue the need for it. And they're not going to be able to argue that because they have no evidence of what they are proclaiming to have happened. So at the end of the day, they're saying that I'm encouraging my audience to stalk them. I just want to know, how many people on here have I encouraged to go follow those people? When have you ever heard me say, hey, I need you to go and monitor their movements? Can you sit outside?
She needs to read the statute on process of service process for Tennessee. You're wrong, Betty. You are wrong.
I couldn't remember what it was called, but it's called confirmation bias. And that's when it says here, the tendency to seek out and prefer information that supports our pre-existing beliefs. As a result, we tend to ignore any information that contradicts those beliefs. She's a shining example of that, in my opinion.
Alrighty, here we go.
Side of their house and let me know what time they leave. No. I had literally, like, everything that I've gotten as far as their whereabouts at the Harley shop, at the restaurant, that was all posted on social media, on public posts on social media that I pulled those off of. Katie hugging, Faith and having that big old grin across her face while her son's missing. Just sick. I've never seen her smile that much for her son. That was not something that I encouraged. As a matter of fact, I think I was one of the last channels that even knew it existed. Somebody sent it to me. So this idea that I'm encouraging anybody is ridiculous. This is a worldwide case. A lot of people want to know information. There are people out there, boots on the ground, that's feeding information to people. When I go out there and I'm boots on the ground, I do the same thing. But I haven't been boots on the ground in Hendersonville in a while.
Yeah, we definitely know you feed people full of bullshit. We know that.
And how would she know how Katie smiles with her son? I mean, there's even a video of him singing to her, and they're all cracking up about sweet tea. Betty, you don't even, what the fuck?
By the way, Queen, someone said, I think Chickbait said super chats, by the way, Queen.
I'm listening, baby.
No, I'm saying Chickbait, you got a super chat.
Oh, I thought you said they were saying something. I was like, I thought you were trying to tell me they were saying something. Hold on, let me see here. Let me go down here. Oh shoot, I got 3. Hold on. How much wood would a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
So you could say that, but you can't say
seashells by the seashore, because I was having trouble with the stitching with the sisterlies.
Yes.
Trying to talk shit to me, chick, bait.
I thought you were going to say scissor sisters.
Oh my god!
That's when I heard Queen say it. I'm like, oh, scissor sister. Yeah, that's what I see. There's my confirmation bias, I guess.
And we got this one here. How much blocking would Bullhorn Betty block if a Betty could block all blocks?
All blokes.
Blokes. Goodness gracious. All right, here we go.
Well over 30 days. So what changed from the time I came home to this protective order? What did I do that threatened their life so much? You know what I did? I started advertising that we're doing gathering of voices at the Sumner County Sheriff, and then boom, I got a protective order. Does this sound like parents that really want their child found?
God, that makes me mad. Sorry.
Yeah, that's a bull-faced lie.
Yeah.
She did not get served because of her voices protest bullshit she's got planned. It has nothing to do with that, and she knows that.
You got served for your time you did over there in Tennessee, your little 2 days.
Remember, they came and said, please, 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 post flyers, keep our son's name out there. We just need people to still keep talking about him and looking for him. I did just that. I've kept his name out there. We keep talking about him. We're not forgetting about him. And I went out there and posted flyers. You know what Chris and Katie did? They tore down my flyers.
Ooh.
No.
And about tore down flyers.
Nope. Did you witness them tearing down the flyers?
I'm gonna need some proof of that. We're gonna need some proof of that.
I'm gonna step down, Queen, so you don't. I'm not interrupting so much. But what do I do? Hit remove from stage?
Yeah, you hit the little red X and it says leave studio, leave stage. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Well, thank you for coming up and hanging out. It's good having you. Oh, you're still up here, but that's okay. I'll help, love. Okay, here we go.
Liars. Not a good look for them. And then followed by a protective order. You know, I know that's not allegedly. We've seen it. We've seen it in visually. Girl, so excited that Ellie will be reviewing all your videos. Yeah, they will be reviewing. It sounds like they're going to be reviewing quite a lot on my channel. So that's why I'm actually, it's a blessing in disguise for me. It's a blessing in disguise for Sebastian. I'm not sure if it's a blessing for Chris and Katie. So.
Okay. It's a blessing that the police are watching you. It's a blessing. You know, whenever the police watch me, it's a blessing.
Well, see, the good thing about that is they don't have to watch all the shit on her channel. The live where she chased him down has been saved, and the live where she has the machete has been saved, and the where she goes on and on about getting a GoFundMe to get a gun and says the sheriff told her that there was reciprocity, right?
That's right.
So yeah, all that's been saved. That right there is what's important here. No matter how many times you say it, it doesn't make it true, Bets.
How far back did she do the machete thing? Sorry, because I still haven't seen that when she talks about the machete or shows it or something.
Oh, you haven't seen it yet? Oh, well, let me go find it for
you. Woohoo! I've been wanting to see it, but I don't want to dig through her stuff. She makes me sick.
All right, well, we'll play this while I go look for it.
Okay.
You know, it will be resolved shortly. Yeah, you should go read the Daily Mail article. The Daily Mail article I thought was put together a little bit better, in all fairness. So, but again, I've worked next to the Daily Mail for, I don't know, years, to be honest with you. I'm sure they just saw my name and just decided to run with the story because they know it's not true. I mean, even with the photographer, he's like, I'm gonna go do this. And I'm like, have fun. If you get the shot, let me know. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they know me. They work next to me. They know how I work. I don't go out of my way to break the law. As a matter of fact, I go out of my way to follow it to the T. I dot my I's, I cross my T's, you know? And so that's where they're going to have, and not only that, but where's the history of all this? Where are the police reports? Where are all these, they're going to have a really hard time just saying, oh, poof, she's in Florida. And all of a sudden she starts stalking us from Florida. It doesn't.
Yeah, that's not how it worked out anyways, but hold on.
Okay, since we're pausing here, and I've worked around doctors, I'll just leave it at that. So I've absorbed a lot. She reminds me of somebody who has a histrionic personality disorder, in my opinion. Here it says that they are often described as narcissistic, self-indulgent, flirtatious, dramatic, and extroverted. They may feel undervalued when not in the spotlight, leading to a persistent need for validation. Just as information while we're waiting.
You just call her an asshole. Anyway.
She has the personality disorder of an asshole.
I mean, like, clearly she's just an asshole. I mean, all she does is basically try to destroy people's lives. Let me see. Any feeling that Tony already has plans in place to gather bail money? I don't know. I don't think so. By the way, Queen Care Bear donated did a message to know super chat. She forgets one major issue with her almighty Constitution. Her rights end where mine begin.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear what you even said. I'm sorry. Oh, super chat, Care Bears. Hold on. She forgets one major issue with her almighty constitution. Her rights end where mine begin. You talk about the pew-pew and swords. I may take that as viable threat and handle my business. Just saying. Yeah, here, matter of fact, I got this ready to pull up for you. So this right here was her lovely little let's see here.
Oh, Betty at her finest.
Might as well give them, you know, they've been waiting for a long time to finally get the picture. Here it is.
Oh my God.
And there she is. She said she's had this machete on her wish list for, I don't know. What'd she say? 4 years or something? I don't even know how the fuck long. 2, 3, 4 years, however long she's had it up. She's had this fucker on there. It was one of the first things she put on there, she said.
It's official. We have a bedhead Betty, crabby Betty. What is it? We got I don't know. I can't remember all the Bettys we have. We got bullhorn Betty. We got.
So that's her machete that she had, and she was going to take back to Tennessee with her. And she says that in there. She's taking it to Tennessee with her. Yep. She says it in that live.
Thank you for playing that.
No problem.
Work that way. I don't even look on their Facebook pages. So like I like, even if they pulled my Google searches and stuff, they will see nothing but articles and research that I've been doing. They can't even see that I've followed them on their pages, their groups, nothing. There's nothing there. So I literally, as far as digital footprint, my digital footprint is covered like what my actual person footprint is covered like what. Like, I mean, I'm on Google Maps for everything. You know, they have history on that. They can see exactly where I go. Not only that, but I have to pay for gas. I have to pay for hotels. All of that's done on credit cards. Like, I literally have a paper trail of everything from when I scheduled my trips, like the day that I.
So when you have trial, when you guys go to trial, take all that with you. All your bullshit that you think you have, take all that with you, and then you guys can sort it out with the judge.
Yep.
That's how that works, you know. They'll set a court date for you, and you know that. You know how that works, Bets.
See,
you know damn well how that works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think she's
do
paranoid
too. She keeps
right
saying
here.
it's almost like the more she says she didn't do anything wrong and they lied under oath, she's gonna, you know what I'm saying? She's got to say it. She's got to keep saying it to believe it, to make it believable.
Yep.
I mean, does a calm and collected person go live like 3-4 fucking times a day about the same subject, worrying, basically screaming to the void? They're lying under oath. They're lying under oath. I'm gonna sue them. And just like try every threat in the book, underhanded threat to stop these people from filing. I mean, that just shows me she's fucking scared. She realizes that this is the last move she has. You know, it's just like an animal corner. You know that, you know, they say the most dangerous thing is an animal corner. She is like literally an animal corner. She's doing the only way she can to stop these people, which is her online persona and saying all these fucking threats and trying to send her audience after these people because she knows she's fucked. She's absolutely fucked when this goes in front of the judge. And then when that judge grants it, it's going to look really bad on her, and she's going to have to really be on a real thin line with what she does next. Because if she breaks that, and the judge feels that she broke that, she's going to be in big trouble in Little Chinatown. She's going down. And she's doing that's what I see here. I see desperate Betty. This is Betty who's beyond desperate at this point. Because she's doing, you know.
She gives herself away with the, like Queen was saying, with the Google searches, and I don't even go on their Facebooks. That she just, her personality, that's what she did. She's in case anybody, you know, thinks about that, she's here pleading her case. She's nuts, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, like, she's just very desperate at this point because everything she's doing right now is basically to try to scare these people from dropping this TPO. But I mean the PO. Sorry, PO. Let's be fair. This is her only employment. Let's send good energy her way that she gets through this on the correct side of the matter. You know. Now what? No. Let's hope she has to go to fucking work. Have to get a day job at a local fucking Denny's.
Yeah, I don't think anybody would hire this woman.
I mean, Denny's might.
Our Denny's around here closed.
Well, they might. I mean, she loves coffee. They give unlimited coffee. Yeah.
We're almost done with this here.
I rent my rooms and cars and flights and stuff like that. I haven't had to do that with this one, but literally all of that is paid for with credit cards and literally like on the platforms like hotels.com or Expedia, like all of that is, you know, it's all time stamped. So again, all of this stuff can be proven on my end, but none of it can be proven on their end. So I'm not concerned. I know everybody's trying to say, oh, she needs to do this, she needs to do that. Don't worry about me at all. I'm a big girl. I went to school to be a paralegal. You know, I worked in a law office for 10 years and my trustee on my legal.
Just by the court papers, I can say that's a lie. Either that or you didn't learn a motherfucking thing.
There are homeless people on the streets that have talked to lawyers that have better legal minds than you, Betty, with zero education. They just go to the library and read books, and they are smarter than you by far when it comes to legal matters. And I know you are the dumbest person around. Any person with a brain would not be doing this stuff and giving more evidence to the court. Like, you're giving more evidence to the court that you are fucking in Delulu land and you are a threat to these people. Like, now she could just literally show a screenshot of her being missing as a threat. And then you, on this clip about, what if this child feels dangerous? Maybe someone should look into it. Like, you're actually going after a child. Like, that's the wild thing. And no one calls you out on this. People say I'm a bully. You make fun of Betty's looks. But this lady can fucking start, like, threatening children? Like, okay. That's why I don't take some people in comment sections seriously. It's like, this lady is, like, literally dog whistling about maybe, like, there should be some sort of court procedure or something to try to take a child away because she is threatening the family. Like, it's their fault that they're getting threatened by deranged people online. Like, what?
I know all these threats she says she's getting. I'm like, what? Yeah, crazy.
She needs to work at Chili's or Denny's, either or. She can get a job there. I would say Chili's, but I don't think she meets the qualifications of a Chili's. I'm not going after a child. She's going after a child. That's what.
Yeah.
So, wow, you might need to correct that.
And her looks, she's begging for it, man. Wow.
So I think she's scared shitless. And this is what Betty does. Whenever she's scared, she does this shit. Normal people, what a normal person would have done is they would have got their files. They would have been like, okay, I'm going to go in court and fucking completely prove that this is bullshit. And then win. But, like, she's already telling her audience about it's a criminal, all these criminal enterprise. She's softening her audience that she's going to lose. That's what's happening. That they're going to lie and they're going to, and then she's going to sue them. The suing is like a threat. But the problem is you defame these people so much that they have so much to counter you. I can't even imagine.
Over here in chat, someone said that Betty said that she's on disability.
I don't know. I mean, like, honestly, I don't have a clue about it. There's been rumors about it, but, like, I don't know. But I don't even know what she'd be disabled for. I mean, stupidity is not a disability. Being stupid is not a disability, so it can't be that. She is stupid. But, I mean, it can't be that. But,
Yeah, her mind is just racing. What can I say at my next video? What can I say? She's trying to cement in her head that she has done nothing wrong.
I'm not sure if you're okay, Mr. Christie or Miss Christie. You might need to chill. If you find 7-hour lives and live streams scary and makes you nervous, you might need to put down the app and relax. Maybe go out, shut down the YouTube, have a nice Coca-Cola or a nice little soda pop, watch some YouTube videos, maybe watch I don't know, a movie. I've heard Deadpool is a good movie. People like that. I don't know what you would watch, and then just walk away from the internet and you'll be fine. She couldn't be a server victim. She's good for well, I would not read the rest of that just in case. Yeah, she does not have knowledge of the qualifications. He says she's pretty dumb.
Yeah, and her saying that she's going to consult or talk with an attorney later today. That's her,
Well, that attorney's going to charge her $3.50 an hour. So, I mean, and that attorney probably would have told her to shut the fuck up about certain subjects and try to focus on winning her case. But if an attorney talked to her, and the attorney would be like, "Okay, I'll charge you $3.50, and I need about $5,000 attorney." and then he might take the case and he'd go into the courtroom for the order of protection, and that money will disappear like a fart in the wind because hours. If you're getting paid $3.50 an hour and you're in the courtroom for 5 hours, that's going to be a lot of money.
Yeah, Vivian says over here in the chat, I agree, Michelle. I think she's scared it's not going to go her way this time, and that's exactly. Her little kingdom of nonsense is crumbling down around her. Yeah. Paranoia is setting in. So just a little bit crazy sometimes.
I don't think jail's on the table unless the order is granted and she breaks it somehow. I don't know. But jail's a pretty extreme remedy for these types of situations. You have to do something like batshit crazy for them to decide to throw your ass in jail afterwards. Which it can be done. The lady is batshit crazy, in my opinion. So there might be a first. We might see 2 YouTubers with a bolo out on them eventually. Just like Turtle Boy had a bolo out on him for Christmas when he assaulted his girlfriend. And he ran from the cops for 2 days. Might be just like that.
Yeah. Jordan says in the chat that, I'm sorry, but just because you're able to walk and travel and if one looks okay to you doesn't mean they don't have a disability. And then she said it's sad that some people think that way. No, for me, it was just kind of in a joking way. I definitely know that some disabilities you can't see by looking at somebody physically. So I know what you're talking about.
I mean, you can't. Okay, all right. Let's play that. I'm gonna be the asshole. If you have, she's not physically unfit. She's walking around, so obviously it's not a physical disability. Now, if it's going for mental disability, like let's say anxiety or depression, the woman is confronting people in person and going on YouTube. I don't know many people that have extreme anxieties doing that consistently. It's not a social anxiety. It's nothing like that that would inhibit her from stopping her from getting a job. Number 2, if it's depression, I'm not seeing it. Let's just say that much. But I could be wrong. She could be a depressing person who's depressed, but I'm not seeing the signs of it. Let's just say that much.
Yeah. But, there's definitely a personality disorder of some kind. I don't, in my opinion.
I just don't know what her disability would be. Yeah. I just think she's just, I just don't know.
She's histrionic. She's narcissistic.
I don't even think she's on. I don't even know if she's on. It's mostly a rumor. No one actually is confirmed.
Right. Yeah. I don't. This is some people. My opinion. I'd throw borderline in there too. But that's my opinion.
Well, God help us if it's that.
So yeah, some of us mentally like that. But
Queen, if you want to hit the play.
Yeah, it's what's that?
No, I'm just telling Queen she can play.
Oh, okay.
My brother's...
DSG says it's a personality disorder. I completely agree.
Yeah, if you make, I think, I forgot the exact amount, but like, I think a certain amount starts cutting off. I think it's like over 2,000 or something.
For what?
For disability. Like, there's a certain amount you can make on the side before your disability gets cut off. It might be less than 2,000. But it's like, once you make a certain amount of money, disability gives you kind of a warning and then eventually shuts it off. Like, shuts it down.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. Dissociate identity disorder, as somebody said in the chat.
Hey guys.
What's up?
You guys are going into crazy waters up here.
What?
Yes, Beth said, remember the stream when she said she wanted to waterboard Katie or was talking about waterboarding Katie? That was the interview she did with Seth. Yeah, I do remember that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's definitely going to go into the section.
Yep. Anyhow, Burnt Toast is going to be starting here soon, so I'm going to wrap this up. We only got just a tad bit left, so do you guys want to listen to it or do you want to shut it down?
Let's listen a little bit more. We have like probably like 15 minutes, I think.
Well, there's also one that there's a let's see here. No Wire Hangers made one. I was gonna play that for a minute and then
I did watch some of that one because I like to get them, not watch Betty's channel. Sometimes I'll go in there long enough to just put a remark, or I shouldn't do that either. But yeah, it's pretty funny.
Yeah, No Wire Hangers does a good job. She does a really good job.
Hey, and real quick before you start this or before we go, if I put, I'm going to put my, if I put something in private chat, it's just that you two that see it.
It's up here. Yeah, everybody up here can see it. Yeah.
In the private one?
Yeah, back here. Yeah. Or you can email me. Yeah.
Okay, because I'm going to drop my phone number in there.
No, why don't you go ahead and you can just go ahead and email it to me. That's unless you want everybody up here to have it.
No. Yeah, I don't know how it works back, with, yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, I would say that with anybody, just to like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, I know I trust me, but you know what I'm saying? Like it's.
Oh, sure, yeah.
That's, but anyways, my email's back there. I don't know if you can see it or not.
Yeah, I have seen it up there. I'm gonna I'll email you my information. That way, if where my school is going slow right now, and I can help with look up anything that might help Katie. I just want to put that out there. I can look through these videos, whatever anything I can do to help.
Well, that's really nice of you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and play this for a minute here and pop this on. And No Wire Hangers, I will drop her link in the chat, or the mods can drop her link in the chat for us. Make sure you guys go sub up. She does really good clips.
Of the Copyright Act 1976 allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news, reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that may otherwise be infringing.
Because again, we're not going to stop, and everything that they've done to try to silence me is only going to make my voice even louder on this platform and other platforms related to the Sebastian Rogers case. What they did was totally stupid. It put them in liability, but more importantly, I'm pretty sure this is going to get around to Nina, and quite frankly, I think it might just be a little too dangerous for, poor little Faith to be around, the Bowersox home or the Proudfoot home. I mean, it seems like it's a dangerous situation out there, right? People agree. I mean, we got a dangerous situation here, their lives are in danger here, at both places that poor little Faith would be staying. It just seems really, really bad. It just seems like a bad optic, whenever you're trying to get custody or visitation with your child. It just seems like it's bad optics, right? So I don't know if she's learning about this or she will be learning about this, but it just sounds like it's awfully too dangerous for Faith. I definitely would be very, very, very concerned about that for sure. you know, with all the craziness and the crazy YouTubers threatening their life and stuff, I just seems a little too dangerous for a little girl. That's all I'm saying, you know. Obviously, the household was a little too dangerous for a boy, a 15-year-old boy, long before we even got here. So, you know, now that things are heating up and there's these deranged YouTubers running loose in the community, you know, I would be, if I was Nina, I'd be so concerned about this, you know, her child. So we'll see how this all plays out with the custody situation that's going on. But, you know, it sounds like it's really dangerous over at the Bauer Sox. Probably not the best place for Faith to be. It sounds like it's pretty dangerous over at the Proudfoot's house, you know, according to everything that they're making statements about alleged. I have not received anything yet. So we'll see what happens when things are received, you know, from court, and I'm required to attend court hearings. We'll definitely get down to the court hearings as required. So it's nice to see you. I know a lot of people. You guys are more than welcome. If you know, obviously there's a court proceeding going on. According to everything I'm reading, again, I don't know who's got this protective order, because outside of the news, you know, we only have, when I go to look, there's nobody there. So they're going to have to serve me so I can understand what's going on. And that's the proper process and a requirement that they have to do, especially with me being this massive threat from Florida. They're going to have to serve me here. They're going to have to serve me here. Go here. So many of you know this is a whole bunch of bullcrap. They lied under oath. They're trying to say that I'm encouraging my. That's what I'm reading. You know, again, I don't know, because I haven't received it. Is this true? Is it not true? I don't know. You know, it's got to be served. That's the importance of the service of process. So the person that this stuff is coming to, they have a full understanding of what is being said.
It says, and just like your lawsuit with QB, you'll continue to drag this out as long as possible because you are a child who cannot take accountability, and you know you're wrong.
And what their rights are. Emma, it's nice to see you. Thank you. And thank you for all the people that have been reaching out and sending me all the threats that Chris has made toward me, all the threats that, including, you know, Terry obviously following me around. So I'm keeping all that in a folder. And
yeah, I'm going to probably go with that's a lie, but okay. We've all seen the proof of Andrea being the one to follow Mr. Bauer Sox. She forgets, like, we all watched it together.
Some people are like,
so,
oh, well, there's no damn. These people have damn.
So she admits to keeping a binder on Mr. Bauer Sox?
That's a yes. That's a yes.
Thanks for clarifying. That's all I want to make sure of.
I kind of think she's a psycho.
Splattered my name all over, you know, local media and national media at this.
At 6. A missing teen's mother claims she's being stalked and falsely accused by a YouTuber. 15-year-old Sebastian Rogers disappeared 5 months ago from his family's home in Hendersonville. The teen's mother has been granted a temporary order of protection against a Florida YouTuber by the name of Bullhorn Betty.
YouTubers and TikTokers nationwide have covered nearly every step. But now, Sebastian's mom, Katie Proudfoot, indicates it's gone too far. In a legal filing for an order of protection, Katie says Andrea Griffin, also known by her YouTube name of Bullhorn Betty, accused the family of harming their son while, quote, inciting the public and her followers to aid her in stalking. Katie calls the YouTuber, quote, dangerous.
From her, then that's absolutely a falsehood. They can go and look at all my lives. My lives never come down off my channel. Driving on a public property, on public road with a camera hanging out, there's nothing unlawful about that. That happened over a month ago. Up here at the corner, and I got my pole out, and I got the large.
Take the next left onto Stafford Court, then your destination will be on the right.
But we're going to replicate this. So Chris and Katie's house is like right across here. I'm going to undock you. So here's the scene. There's the camera right there. You guys see that? There's the camera. Now you go over here. This is kind of where the car was parked. I think it was parked kind of like right. Actually, I think it was parked like right here. This is the angle that you guys are seeing. Okay, that is the back of the Proudfoot's home. Okay, that is the back of the Proudfoot's home. And see, they got a wrought iron gate right there. Wrought iron gate. See it? So there was somebody definitely going on out here. And then we go around here. I'm going to show you guys this because again, I don't care. I'm staying in my car. Nobody can say jack crap to me. So there's the corner of the one house, and that's the back of the Proudfoot's home right there with the gate. See the gate? Right there. That's the back. There's their backyard right there. Now, if you come around here, we're going to go up. I think I'm going to go up and turn around so I can show you guys a little bit better because I'll get on that side of the road. So they got new cars. Well, she does. Show you guys this gate. There's a spot between their neighbor's gate and their gate that gives them a walkway right around. That means they would have had to come out on the side of that house or on that side garage to get out, to go in to have, but it had to come from either their house or their neighbor's house. One of the two. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. So it's either Chris and Katie or it's their neighbor. There's no middle ground when it comes to this. There's no middle ground of who it could have been. And I'm sorry, but Chris and Katie's kid is missing. So, it's a little weird. So from right here, you see their door? See that door right there? That would get them out of the house. And I don't think that they would be able to be seen by their neighbor's camera. But right there, if you guys look really closely, there's a patch. There's a walk space between their gate and their neighbor's gate back there. So they could have came right out that door there, or another spot on the side that we don't have access to. Came right out there and walked between those, or they could have went out their gate. They could have went out. They have a gate that goes to the back park back there, an actual gate that opens up. If I'm not mistaken, I thought I saw it back there. And you can see their gate. See, there's a perfect walk spot. There's a perfect walk path between their gate and their back neighbor's gate. A perfect walk path. And they would have taken that because that would have kept them out of that culvert. There's a culvert there. They have to be out of the culvert. So that would have been hard to maneuver unless they came right out here. And there's another door right there. Some type of storage right there. But they would have had to come right out there and had to walk like right there, or gone between the gates back there and walked around. It was when it's the only time I've been in the Hendersonville area. The drama on the channel, and the more I resist the drama and keep it focused about Sebastian, the more these distractions keep coming up. This is Wayne Drake Rogers. It's not about Seth Rogers. It's not about Katie Proudfoot. It's not about Christopher Proudfoot. It's about where is Sebastian Rogers and how can we bring him home to this point, whether or not that we think that this is a crazy thing or not. My reputation has been damaged because of these false allegations. And so those things are going to have to, at some point, now remember, I have statutes of limitations, so I'll be making sure that my ducks are in a row before I come after the family for what they've done, these unlawful practices. A lot of people, from my understanding of reading everything related to this, she never had a hearing. So that's what it is. She's never been before a judge before to get an order of protection. All they had to do was make a statement to it and try to extract me. So what they're trying to do is control my my court hearing. And I find it a little funny that all these things keep happening right about the time that I have a court hearing or paperwork done in my other lawsuit. So it seems very strategic.
Look, she said, knock it off. I'm surprised you don't blame QB when you have to take a shit. I mean, fuck, she blames me for everything else.
To say the least, especially one falling right on the 16th, the day I'm having a hearing, and allegedly, falling on the 16th. Again, I haven't received the paperwork and will be decided.
Right. How would you know? Now, if you haven't been served and you don't know if any of this is true, how the hell would you know about the court dates?
What I do upon proper service of that. I'm not waiving my service of process by any stretch of the imagination. I need to see what is being said and what my recourse is. So,
what's being said? What's look at that! Look at that! Screen grab on point.
Pause game on point.
She looks like one of those, I think they call them blobfish.
Let's see. Chickface says, let's be fair. This is her only employment. Let's send good energy her way. She gets through this on the correct side of the matter, you know?
Yeah.
Chick bait, Dollar General or Dollar Tree. Petty Crocker gifted a membership. Thank you so much. Petty Crocker became a new member as well. Chick Bay says Taco Bell or Applebee's. I think she likes Chili's, actually.
At the end of the day, one of the only things that they can do is, since they haven't been before the judge, is go and present all their evidence about how much of a threat I am, which is absolutely they're not going to be able to meet the threshold of. So people, I think, are blowing this out of proportion greatly because they think they have no idea about the law, first and foremost. And again, in a world of Google and other internet, ignorance is a choice. But even if they did read it, they wouldn't have the education or the knowledge to understand or interpret that language that is in the code. But it sounds like she's never been before a judge. She's never had to plead her case. And she's going to be going in there and she's going to have to proffer the evidence against me that she has. And I can tell you, it would never rise to the burden of being a threat to her life or even the elements necessary for harassment. So this case, by law, no, this is not this is the law. The judge has to follow the law. And by law, it doesn't sound like she's going to be able to maintain this cause of action, and she's not going to be able to maintain this protective order. This is something that she was able to underhandedly do in accordance with Tennessee law, but she's never proved. She's never had to, all she had to do was write down statements. She's never had to really produce anything for the courts as to why she needs it. And that's kind of how the Tennessee law works.
Part 2 coming soon, so make sure you guys sub up to No Wire Hangers.
Yeah, sir, did.
All right.
Yeah. Well,
and you guys, Burnt Toast is going to be on in a half an hour, so about 30 minutes. So
okay.
I'm going to go grab her link real quick so we can drop it in the chat.
Cool.
Ooh, I can't wait for part 2.
Oh, that's right. Really
fun. I mean, it doesn't really look good for you when you basically making underhand threats against a child. It's like she did like a mafioso underhand threat. She's like, well, you know, you wouldn't like something to happen to your kid, you know? It's so dangerous around here, these parts. You know? You don't know what can happen to your child. Because some dangerous, deranged YouTuber, wink, wink, is, around. It's like, ma'am, okay. That's
Irish Girl says the DA is reviewing video evidence. All right.
Yeah, it's not good for her. Not good. Betty, you probably should not have said that. Good luck with your defense in this case. I don't mean you good luck. I actually wish you horrible luck. I actually wish that you actually go to jail. That's my hope and dream.
Mine too. This
all right, you guys. We're jumping off here, heading over to Burnt Toast. I'll give everybody 20 minutes to get their stuff done, get some dinner, you smoke them if you got them, get your cigs, get your drinks, your snacks, get your jammies on, whatever you got to do, you know.
All right. I'll see you. Bye.
All right, guys. I'll meet you over there.
Thank you.
Take the bras off. Bye.
Bye.
Fuck Bullhorn Betty. Burnt Toast. Her link is in the chat. I will see y'all over there. Make sure y'all go over and hang out. Give her a thumbs up. Make sure you sub up, and I will catch y'all on the flip side. Thanks for hanging out, and I'll catch you guys tomorrow. Bye, guys.